Hello, welcome to O'Connell's Secondary School. We're a group of fifth year students here in O'Connell School and we are keen to show racism the red card. Here is a few of our ideas. This is the flags of nationalities. No matter with the nationalities, we're the same in the inside.
What have I done to you? To make you feel that you hate me, you're just bringing me down.
And every time they go bringing me down, we just stay on up, that's what's up.
You're just bringing me down.
And every time they go bringing me down, we just stay on up, that's what's up. He tried his best to fit in, but wasn't given 2 minutes cause the colour of his skin. Yeah, he was different from everybody else, unique in his own way, stayed true to himself. They'd name call from a distance. The only time they'd ever truly acknowledge his real existence was when they'd beat him and make him snap because of the fact this chap's skin tone was black. He'd take the long road home with clear tears in his eyes to avoid the racist ways and the basic lies. Making noise, trying to make his life hell, feeling down, wondering who he might tell. See, his parents weren't really there for him, so in his mind he's convinced no one would care for him. And they'll try keeping you under the weather, man, but stand up, stay strong and be the
What
better
have
man.
I done to you to make you feel this way about me? What have I done to you to make you feel that you hate me? You're just bringing me
And
down.
every time they go bringing me down, we just stay on up, that's what's up.
We are a very inclusive school, many students from many different countries, and we consider ourselves one community within the north inner city of Dublin. So racist incidences are not tolerated in any shape, way or form.
Would you say other schools have better policies?
I don't know. I would say O'Connell Secondary School would have a policy that a lot of other schools might aspire to, because we have quite a large number of international students in the school. As principal, I have been asked by other principals to have a look at our policy on racism and tolerance in the school, and I've gladly handed that out. So I don't know if ours is better or worse, but certainly the one that we have fits the school, and we review it every year to bring it up to date, etc.
Would you say the victim of racism is usually an angry person? If yes, why?
They could be. It's one of a multitude of emotions that a victim of racism might exhibit, and anger is understandable because they may feel alone and that they are being got at, which is very unfair. It's a form of bullying, and like all types of bullying, it's unacceptable. So I could understand anger, yes.
Do you think people should respect one another in regards of race?
Absolutely. People are people. It's like our posters today, we're all the exact same on the inside, irregardless of skin colour, religion, language or anything like that. We treat people as people.
And finally, how does the school promote respect within race and culture?
Well, I suppose from the top down, from the management of the school, the board of management, the principal, myself and the deputy principal, the teaching staff, we would inculcate a principle that everybody must show respect, give respect, that kind of issue, and it feeds through the student council and the student body. We have posters up around the school which would reinforce that racism will be given the red card in this school if it exhibits its ugly head.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy, for coming in video.
Not at all. Where's my fee?
Have you ever witnessed racism in your school?
Yes, I have.
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I did. He was a close friend of mine, actually. I don't really want to tell him his name because he'll be embarrassed.
How did they feel to be treated this way?
It felt horrible. Like, imagine somebody just coming up at you and bullying you for no reason, just because of your skin colour or how you look like.
What do you think of the person who behaved in the racist way?
Well, I thought that he was ignorant. It was really annoying because nobody should bully one another, and especially not because of their skin colour. It really doesn't make sense. Like, why bully somebody? Just skin colour. We're all the same, like.
Thank you, Dales.
Leon, can you describe an incident of racism which you witnessed in your school?
Yeah, well, one of my friends, we were in MPE one day, and we were having a game of ball, and one of my friends he doesn't have a good relationship with the foreign nationals in our school, and he was playing football, and he went in a bad tackle with one of the foreign nationals, and he got annoyed with him, and he hit the fella, and it just resulted in a big fight between them and him and his group and another group.
Yeah. What happened at the end of this behaviour?
Well, he was brought into the office and he was like penalised for it. He got suspended over it, and he was told that like it was a form of racism and that it wouldn't be acceptable in the school.
And after this incident, did he change his way? Or is he still
Yeah, he was made make good with the fella that he was involved with, and they shook hands and they say hello to each other every day from now on. They're basically friends.
Thanks for now.
What do you think would happen to anyone carrying out racism in O'Connell Secondary School?
Anyone carrying out racism will be definitely challenged, and that behaviour will be sanctioned and definitely told to by the authorities. Also, the authorities will try their best to resolve this scenario and try and bring those two together and solve their differences.
Is there school policy on this kind of behaviour in O'Connell Secondary School?
Yes, it's not accepted, and the school doesn't accept that kind of behaviour. So they look down upon things like that, and if anything like that happens, any act of racism happens, the authorities take action to it. And O'Connell is a telling school, so we report scenarios like this. If anyone sees any act of racism or thinks there's an act of racism anywhere, they report it to the authorities.
Finally, how would you go about raising awareness about racism in the school?
Posters can be put up. Each year could be told about people they could go to if they see any kind of those acts. And these messages could be passed on by the intercom or any other form of media in the school. And also, there's a card, the cards up here, the show is in the red card, that could be passed around all the students, and they could also look at my band. This is also a good method to, pass around the school and everything.
Racism krasnu kartu.
Mostra la tarjeta roja contra el racismo.
Show racism the red card.